respect the flag. That's all I can say.
Okay, there's Bones. This was Fido. Okay. Sorry. Need to move it over a little bit. Nope, that's too low. People are like, this guy is not a professional. No, I am not. I am not a professional video photographer, nor do I claim to be. Alright. Sorry about that. Anyway, Tom's rant. Okay. Now, Elon Musk, SpaceX, alright, big starships he wants to send to the moon and to Mars. Already got a contract with NASA for the lunar lander. And then you have Sue Origin, which is Blue Origin, but we call it Sue Origin because he's always suing. That's Jeff Bezos, the Amazon giant. He doesn't like it because they don't keep giving the contracts to him. He's overpriced, promised things he never completed. But anyway, it's not the point. SpaceX and Sue Origin both launched a capsule roughly about the same time. Okay, Sue Origin, when they launched theirs, William Shatner, was on board with some other people. Now, all the news made a big deal out of it, okay? And when Sue Origin launched their capsule with William Shatner on it and some other people, it didn't actually go into space. People don't understand when it comes to the planetary object. Your atmosphere, where you reach space, is further out than what you think. Like the International Space Station. Okay, that's in low Earth orbit. Okay, there's still atmospheric drag there. But anyway, that's still in low Earth orbit. So when Sue Origin launched their capsule with William Shatner on it, basically it went into a very low Earth orbit where they went up, just reached the edge to where they had weightlessness, and they got to float around for a few minutes. I don't remember how long it was. A very short period of time, and then the capsule came back to Earth. And anyway, all the news has made a big deal out of it, and Biden even made a big deal out of it, the White House and all that. So that's fine. William Shatner from Star Trek goes out into space. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, SpaceX launched their capsule called Inspiration. Now, it had 4 people on board, a billionaire obviously. He paid pretty much for most of it. Anyway, the Inspiration mission, carried 4 people. Each person had something individual that they represented. You represented hope and leadership, diversity, or whatever. Anyway, there's 4, I believe it was 4 different things. So they actually went into space. That capsule came around the Earth, rotated around the Earth several times. It was up there, honestly I don't remember the length of time, but 3 days I believe it was. But anyway, so they are actually in space. They're at the outer edge of our atmosphere, further out than the space station, okay? So they were like way out there. 3 days. The idea of the Inspiration mission was to collect money for charity. In St Jude Cancer Research Hospital for kids. Danny Thomas was a big guy, and then his daughter took over. But anyway, point being, that mission was a lot more difficult, lasted for I believe 3 days. They actually went further out than the space station itself, so they were out, way out, unlike Sue Origin's capsule. Okay, so everything went good. Why didn't the news stations report on Elon Musk's Inspiration mission? It was designed to collect money for St Jude. they were hoping to collect $200 million for St. Jude. Musk gave, well, it was his rocket, so he paid for basically a big chunk of that. So he also gave a few $1,000,000 so they'd reach their goal. The guy that paid for the mission, he donated $100 million, and then other people across the board donated money. But the point is, that mission had a purpose. That inspiration mission from Elon Musk, Falcon 9 rocket, that had a mission, and that was to bring attention, to show that, well, what he could do, and to get money for St. Jude. Would you believe the White House never even acknowledged Elon Musk for doing an inspiration mission? Never even mentioned it. That should have at least sent a text saying, hey, congratulations on your inspiration mission. But no. Biden, the White House, his cronies, his handlers, they didn't give a shit about it. They didn't congratulate him. And that was for charity. What's wrong with charity? So anyway, another thing with Sioux Origin, when it landed and William Shatner and the other people got out of the capsule, William Shatner, he put on weight. Whew, I was surprised at that. But anyway, he gets off the capsule, and he's standing there, and, there's champagne or what have you. They're ignoring William Shatner. He was standing there like, okay. And I'm talking about Jeff Bezos completely ignoring William Shatner. So I don't know the names of all the people that were involved, but there was a girl there, and she noticed William Shatner standing by herself, and nobody was paying attention. So she came over and started talking to him. So then he was talking to Bezos about his experience of weightlessness and what have you. And then while he was trying to explain and talk to somebody, Jeff Bezos cracks open the champagne, shakes it up, and started spraying people with it, and ignored William Shatner again. So that was kind of bullshit. But anyway, this rant was totally about the White House and the news media making a big deal out of Sioux Origin and Jeff Bezos' capsule with William Shatner, but yet inspiration mission through SpaceX, and they ignored it. And that was for charity. How can you ignore that? It shows you how bullshit the White House is, bullshit the networks are, the media. Wouldn't you think, okay, well, we don't like, the fact that he's the richest man in the world. He's worth billions, Elon Musk. So it's wrong. They made a big deal out of Sioux Origin's launch with William Shatner, and they didn't make any kind of deal out of SpaceX's inspiration mission, which, if you go online and you type in inspiration mission, Showtime did a special on it, how they brought up to it. The one girl was a cancer survivor at St. Jude. As a kid, she was in there. She had part of her leg removed, or legs. I know for sure one, I'm not sure on both, from the knee down. And they put a prosthetic thing in there that as she grew, they could adjust the leg without having to do surgery. So that's a pretty slick thing. But anyway, point being, they ignored SpaceX, which is a huge accomplishment. They ignored him and put all the attention towards Sioux Origin. And Sioux Origin, Jeff Bezos has been in court. Every time SpaceX gets a contract, fucking asshole Bezos sues. Which is stupid. He just doesn't like it. Just like all the McDonnell Douglas and Martin and all those companies that get government contracts. The NASA has got their head so far up their ass. Not so much them, their leadership sucks, but companies, their SLS capsule. Okay, that's supposed to be their next thing they're doing, right? Years behind schedule, billions of dollars over budget, right? And they still haven't flown NASA still hasn't flown an SLS. It's still, they did a test launch, but anyway, it's still sitting there. So who knows when it's going to get done. So NASA's so far behind. They hired SpaceX, gave them a contract for a lunar lander because NASA can't get to the moon, right? In 2024, and it's like the stupidity at NASA and the government contractors is just mind-boggling, and they've done it for so many years, get all that extra money, and don't have to show anything for it. SpaceX is showing up every company in the world with his Starship, his Falcon 9, his Falcon Heavy. The man is a fucking genius. Tesla, you know, his electric car, he owns Tesla. He owns a battery company for making the car batteries. So he owns Tesla, he owns a battery company, he owns a AI company, he owns another company where they want to do an implant in your brain. God, I forget what it's called. But anyway, he owns that. He owns a boring company. I don't know, he owns all kinds of companies, but the man is out there. But anyway, the inspiration mission should have been acknowledged, and it wasn't, so that was bullshit. Nobody cares about this. Tom's rant here. I could just do a continuous one, do this part, and but I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and just add to this rant, make it a long one. You have... I don't know where my phone is. I wrote it down on my phone. All right, we'll do this one, and then we'll come back and do the other one. Okay, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Okay. Little addition to it. A few weeks ago, the White House invited car manufacturers to the White House for the whole electric vehicle, celebrating or whatever the hell it was. So anyway, GM, Ford, and Chrysler execs were there. Chrysler is owned by some other weird company now, but anyway, he was there. So they had them. Who's the largest electric manufacturer car in the world? Tesla. He wasn't invited to the White House. How could you not invite Tesla, Elon Musk, to the White House when you invited the head of GM, Chrysler, and Ford to the White House for their electric vehicles? It was an electric vehicle summit kind of deal. Make a big deal out of electric vehicles. And you left Musk out of it, and he's the largest manufacturer in the world of electric cars. He's got a huge plant. The one in California, he's closing and moving it down to Texas because all the idiots out there in California, the idiot governor, and all the money they give away, they got to collect all that money from somewhere. And the governor out there, Joe Idiot, no, whatever his name is, it's not de Blasio. Isn't that terrible? I forget. But anyway, the guy's an idiot. So him and Elon got into it, and when they closed down his Tesla factory, Elon said, "That's bullshit. I don't care about the China virus. We're keeping the plant open. People have to fucking work." So they tried to force him to shut down the plant, which they did for a very short period of time, and then he reopened it. But because of that, he told California and the governor, "Fuck you, I'm moving." So, and that's a lot of revenue, so he's moving the Tesla plant. He's going to end up shutting that down. He's building one in Texas, a huge one in Texas. Massive. You should see these car plants of his. They're just incredible. But anyway, the point is the asshole White House, Joe Biden and his cronies, his handlers, didn't invite Musk, who owns Tesla, which is the largest electric vehicle company in the world, and they didn't invite him to the White House, but they invited, the other three. So that's kind of bullshit. There's no excuse for that. But it was funny is Elon was more of a Joe Biden Democrat supporter than he was of Trump. Him and Trump didn't really get along too much, but in the end they did. So the whole thing revolves, I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but Tesla, he doesn't have union shops. Okay, I'm totally 100% anti-union. You needed unions years and years ago to get a fair wage. Now these unions take your money. They don't really give you anything. My mom worked at Palmer Plants, which was a union shop. They voted the union out because the company treated them better than what the union did, and they gave them more. So they actually voted the union out. And here's a little kitty. This is Stinky. And but anyway, okay. So I guess we should cut this rant. So anyway, I just wanted to rant a little bit. About the whole electric vehicle thing. How could they, they did invite Musk. There, you want to go up there? Go ahead. No, I don't have a game playing. He loves watching me play games. He sits there and just watches them play. Or watches me play. Anyway, wandered off. Now he's going to lay on me, so I can't turn the camera off. So I just have to continue this. But anyway, I just wanted to complain, how they're treating Musk, which is Tesla, SpaceX, they're treating them so bad that it's just asinine. And part of their infrastructure bill, only 11% of it actually goes toward infrastructure. Think about that. 11% out of a $1.2 trillion bill, 11% of it goes to actual infrastructure. The rest of the bullshit, $200 to a park out in California somewhere by the head bitch, the Gavel Broad. The park is right by her mansion, so she's getting $200 million from them. Some bridge in New York going to Canada, billions of dollars for that. In a way, there's a lot of waste in that bill. A lot of the money went to poorly run states to bail them out. Whereas states like that are well run, like Florida, Republican, nope, screw you guys. And that's the way this administration is. They're all for handing money out to all the fucking goddamn illegal aliens coming into this country. Oh, you don't need to get tested. What do you want? Well, here's some money for you. Here's a airline ticket. They actually have hired private planes to transport these illegals in the middle of the night. That's fact. That ain't me making it up. That's fact. So in the middle of the night, they're sneaking these people and shipping them all over the United States. Not testing them for the China virus. Not making them wear a mask. If you're a U.S. citizen and you want to fly, put that mask on or we're going to kick you off the plane. Or my 2-year-old won't keep the mask on. I don't know what to tell you. He won't do it or she won't do it. Well, that's it. We're kicking you off the fucking plane. That's how bullshit this is going on in this country. It's like illegals can come in carrying diseases. They can be, they've had over 200,000 getaways. That's people that they know came in that they couldn't catch. 200,000. You know how many of those could have been terrorists? Because these people aren't coming from South America countries like people think. South America is Hispanic, but you got a lot of dark people coming in from Northern Africa. They come in, they go to South America, then from South America they just jot up here and cross over with the illegals. There's criminals coming up, gang members. It's just ridiculous, and they can fly and we'll give them money and they can go anywhere in this country they want. That is something to rant about. All the bullshit that's going on. This country is so screwed. I knew that Biden and his cronies would totally fuck this country, but to be honest with you, I thought it would take a couple of years for them to do the kind of damage they've done in like 8 or 9 months. Well, come January 20th, it'll be a year. And the damage that moron and his cronies have done to destroy this country is ridiculous. The President of the United States called Rittenhouse a white supremacist. He defended himself, killing 2 people that were attacking him. If you look at all the video, not just the little bullshit media video, you look at all the video, the facts, Biden and his cronies and the other news media, they all came out and said he was a racist, he was, a white supremacist, and blah, blah. They made up all kinds of shit, including Biden, who's a moron. But even he said the guy was a white supremacist and a terrorist. So he got confronted saying, look, they found him not guilty. He when you look at all the evidence, he was defending himself. Are you going to apologize? No apology from the White House. No apology for the Psaki broad just lies out her ass. You know, more than likely her eyes are probably brown because she's so full of shit, like Biden. But anyway, Rittenhouse was found not guilty, and he wasn't guilty. When they actually looked at all the video and there was high definition video that the prosecution hid from the defendant, from the defense. You can't hide evidence like that, but they do it all the time. So they hid evidence of high definition video that actually showed what actually happened, and once that was viewed, then it was like, okay, yeah, he definitely was defending himself, which he has that right to do. So, you think Biden and them guys would apologize for calling for defamation of character? So I'm hoping he's got good attorneys, and I'm hoping he sues all the fucking media, because the one with the Catholic school, and the kid was standing there, and you had the Indian getting in the kid's face, beating the drum. They blew all that out of proportion, and it turns out there was nothing to it. The Indian guy was actually the bad guy in that case. So he sued CNN and DNC. Anyway, he sued a bunch of them, and he won the lawsuits for defamation of character because they made up the whole story, and nobody hears about that. Anyway, everybody's complaining about how shitty how run down and crappy this country has gotten in such a short period of time. Your vote didn't count in 2020, so that's an absolute. Your vote didn't count. But anyway, you can write your congressmen or your senators. You can go online, go under Congress or the Senate, and it gives a list of all the senators, all the congressmen throughout the United States for your state. Jot a letter, pick up the phone, call, leave a message, because people leave messages all the time to them people. They ignore it, yeah. But write a letter, leave a quick message saying, hey, what the fuck, you guys are stupid. You know, now they're trying to push there's a whole lot of other ways than that $1.2 trillion. So now they're trying to push build back better. No, build back, bullshit, come on, build back better. They're not building back better. They're not doing anything. Look at the unemployment rate. They ended most states anyway, ended the extra pay for sitting on your ass and not going to work. All these fast food places still have signs out for $15 an hour because they can't get the workers. So this country is so screwed. It's amazing in such a short period of time, the damage. And so anyway, I'll finish. This will be it for this one here, and then I'll do more. I'm sure you're looking forward to it. Thanks for watching.